Welcome back to How to Souls. My name is Rach and today we're going to continue with our walkthrough of Dark Souls 2. So last time we finished off Hade's Tower of Flame, we got the old Dragon Slayer and we talked about all that sort of stuff, and now this time we're going to finish off the Lost Bastille because we've left that half done as well. If you've not already worked your way through the Lost Bastille enough to defeat the Ruin Sentinels boss, you're going to want to pick this video up in the top right now, just to make sure you actually are watching the right bit. This is for the latter half of the Lost Bastille after the Ruin Sentinels, so just keeping you right, But for those who have been watching this walkthrough from the start and you're watching every part, hi, welcome back. So I'm excited for this part because potentially we could be getting our weapon, like the weapon that I have had my eye on, that I've actually never used before, and I've seen a lot of people talking about like how it's pretty good, so I'm excited. Right, after Ruin Sentinels, the bonfire you unlock is the Servants' Quarters. This one over here on the right, you might think that this was the one that is most of the way through the level, but it's not. The Tower of Part is actually where we would go after the Pursuer boss fight. Over there, it's where Lucatiel is. So we're not picking that one, we're picking the Servants' Quarters. Let me have a think. So we need, no, we don't. We can just, yeah, we can just like proceed. Yeah. You do need a fragrant branch of yore to get the final bonfire in this area, but I think we're gonna hold off because there's a multitude of things you can use the branch of yore for, and we have to kind of be selective. Oh, I don't know. But maybe I should keep the walkthrough like full and show you the full area. Oh, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's right. So, okay, Rachel. I'm excited. I'm enjoying Dark Souls 2 again. Down this ladder, is that worth pointing out? Yeah, okay. Yeah, down this ladder. This is not the way to proceed. This is a side area. Down this ladder, we have a very dark room. And we have the Pursuer. Are there still dogs in here? No, there's no dogs. Okay, that's fine. Just Pursuer. So we've fought him a couple of times now, but this one has the added, like, disadvantage of being in the dark, so it's very scary. Very, very frightening. So we're gonna try not to get stuck on all the boxes, man. And just keep, like, strafing around. Keep an eye on our stamina. I'm just letting him break the boxes, and then we'll get into the meat of the fight once we've got some space to actually roll around. So as always, the way I like to fight this guy is to try and bait the charge. Just like this, roll around just to the right. We have enough agility that attack will basically never hit us, but if you have low agility, you might find yourself being clipped by it. So yeah, bait that attack, roll around, hit him once. If we hit him a couple times, like 2 or 3 times, he would get staggered. But I just like fighting the Pursuer. Uh-oh. There we go. He doesn't usually do that unless he hits you with his, like, stabby attack. Yeah, I just like fighting the Pursuer, so there was no real, like, rush for that for me. But yeah, as you saw there with his Hex attack, that one you can just like strafe around to the back of him. I knew he was only 1 hit away, so that was like worth the risk for me, but oof. If he does kill you, at least the bonfire was right up there. So he drops a Twinkling Titanite upon death, which can be used to level up like special weapons, so that's cool. There's a large club in the corner here, probably the best scaling strength weapon in this game. So it starts off with an A, and that'll go up to an S if I'm not mistaken. 26 strength to one-hand it, but only, oh god, quick maths. 13 plus, I don't know, 7, about 20, let's call it about 20 to two-hand it. It's pretty much a two-handed weapon. This chest here, I don't remember what's in any of the chests, guys, I'm sorry. Oh, Priest's Chime. Ooh! Is that the one I already have? Oh, no, I have Cleric's Sacred Chime. So Priest Chime has more faith scaling, but less dark scaling. So what that means is if we are using this purely for miracles, it is better. Because as you can see, it's got more scaling, it's got more just inherent, like, what's it called? Spell amplification. I don't remember the exact word for it. So this is better for using medicals. We're actually going to use this probably in future. Not right now though, because it does require 18 faith. So that's fine. So yeah, oh, I'm glad we came down here. There is a much better chime much later on in the game for pure medicals, and there's better chimes if you're planning on using dark. Hexes in this game are so good. They used to be a lot better, but they're still pretty good. So over here you can see a Pharaoh's Lockstone thing in the wall. So we don't have one at the minute, but there's ways we can pick one up. I think Melentia sells one. Did we buy that one? We will find one later on in the game and we will come back here. It'll open up a doorway here, as you can see from this message, that we can hit and go through. And that's just a little side area there. It's a PvP area. It's got a covenant where people that join the covenant are going to be trying to protect the bell tower. So they might invade you. To try and stop you. There is a boss in that area. It is the Bell Gargoyles. Like, they are back. Yes, guys, they are back, but there's not 2 of them. There's flipping 10 of them, or like 7 or something crazy like that. So we're not going to do that right now. 1, because I don't have a Pharaoh's Lockstone, and 2, because I just do not want to fight them with my tiny wee maces. We're going to need range on our side for these bosses. So that was just that area down there. Good to just show you that it's there, but probably no point in going down there at the minute unless you want the chime. Maybe if you're going particularly into faith, or if you're a strength character, Rejoice, the large club is down there, so you can go and grab that. It is finally time to continue our quest through the Lost Bastille. So for this, I guess, dual maces, yeah. Not much we're probably going to need to like be overly cautious about. Do you remember me telling you guys about the like exploding hollows in the, I don't know why I hit that with my mace. We just have to open the door like a civilized human. There's a lot of these exploding guys like in the areas up ahead, so that's something to be aware of. A shield is not going to help you with those though. I was like wondering where this guy was. There he is. So we're just gonna roll around, maybe get the backstab? No backstab for us. Take care of that guy. Careful though, I would take care of him before like going round here, and also I would hit these with my weapon rather than rolling through them. You don't want to roll off the edge. This is the Bastille Key. Now this is like super important. Oh, what have I done there? I want keys. Here we go. Where's keys? Where have they put keys? Are at the end in this game for some reason. They have changed the location of this key now, so it's like a lot easier to get, which rejoice, because I'm sure it was in a really awkward area before. Open the cells of the Lost Bastille. Now that might not mean anything to you right now, but trust me, for the next boss coming up, this is going to be invaluable. So make sure you pick up the Bastille Key. Like I said, use your weapon. Don't roll over it because you might roll off the edge, and there's nothing more humiliating, honestly. So pick up that key. Very important. If you were struggling to blow up the wall at Blacksmith McDuff, you can use this key to open the door. Like, this opens the door normally, so you can just head back that way and it's super easy. Over here there is a little side area. Wait, where are they? Where are they? Can you see them? Can you only hear them? Oh, there they are! You can see them! I love that. I love that. So that's the gargoyles. That's the bell gargoyles. Like, how is that for terror, guys? Like, you're just like standing here like, what's going on? Are they going to attack me? No, they're not going to attack you. They just fly over menacingly. Don't worry. This bit down here, you can drop down. Actually, yeah, we'll do that because this is a walkthrough, isn't it? This is a walkthrough. Where's the door? It's just, there's the door. Okay, dogs. Dogs. Oh god, they like just off 1-hit kills. That is infuriating. Okay, maybe shields for dogs because there's 2 of them. I thought they'd be 1-hit kills by now. My mate, what level's my mace? 5? Ugh, really? Okay, so 2 dogs. Take out the dogs. Don't hit this rock just yet. Don't. So I'm just like gonna show you where this is. This door on the left here opens with the antiquated key. Now we picked that up in the last episode, and if you remember, if you're very astute, you'll remember me explaining that this door here is see what I said when I said blocking does nothing against these guys? That's why. You'll recognize this area as the boarded up room here, and then down here we fought Did we fight Pursuer down there? No, we didn't fight Pursuer. We fought like flipping dogs and heckin'. This was the way that we got into the Lost Bastille from No Man's Wharf. And then over here, this door was locked. But we picked up the antiquated key from the chest beside Lucatiel. So I actually maybe should have gone like from Lucatiel first and then came back like this way to show you that that unlocked that. But now you can sort of see this wonderful, this beautiful like Dark Souls way of the area all like linking together. I think it's just, oh, it's amazing. And I feel like this is a really good example of it that we got here from after Ruin Sentinels. But if you came here from Lucatiel, right? If you came here from after Pursuer, took the Eagle's Nest through to the Lost Bastille that way, and then came this way, you can essentially skip the Ruin Sentinels boss fight. So if that boss fight is giving you a lot of bother, it's a tricky one, especially if you have like not dual maces. Anything but dual maces, it might be tricky. Yeah, you can skip it. You don't have to fight them. So maybe that appeals to you. You just have to make sure, like I said, that you come from Lucatiel, and then you come up this way. And yeah, you can get to the Sinner's Rise that way if you like. Can I get a plunging attack from you? Oh, it would have been too much to ask to like plunge off of that. We could plunge off here. He's too far away? Ah, man, I thought I just wanted like, I want to plunge off a small platform just for like how funny that would be. So 3 Royal Swordsmen in this room. I'm just gonna go back around because I probably shouldn't have jumped off there. He wasn't doing anything to anyone. Back up this ladder here. But yeah, I'll stop gushing over Dark Souls 2 now and we'll just continue with the actual walkthrough. But yeah, if you came this way, you could essentially skip the Ruin Sentinels, but this is 100%, so we're not skipping. We did them. It was great. Rolling through these battles here, you'll see this room is like super dark, right? It's very scary. There are dogs in here. There used to be dogs in here. There are dogs and there's all this full. Oh, it's this speedy guy. I'm sure it used to be dogs. Okay, careful of like exhausting your stamina with this guy because he'll just stun lock you. I'm so close to getting bleed procced. Oh, I'm sorry, that was really poorly played. Okay, so fighting in the dark, oof, scary. Fighting speedy guys, also scary. I'm sure it used to be dogs in here, but I'm sorry for being wrong. But what we do have in here is lots of treasure. So this first treasure chest on the left here is the bone staff. Quite an underwhelming staff, like what's the word? Like fighting wise, but it looks cool. A catalyst for sources and so this can be used for sorceries and hexes. Not all staves can use hexes and sorceries. Like mostly they are one or the other. Some spells, so some hexes, for example. I really want to use spells. Should we just have like a jack of all trades character that just uses everything so I can put everything into the walkthrough, please? Yeah, so some staves are only for sorceries, some are only for hexes, some hexes are only used with a stave, some hexes, staff, some hexes can only be used with a chime. So you have to make sure like that you know exactly what you're using and what you're using it with. What spell you're using in that. This chest over here, we have, we've got 2, everyone got 2? This one has the, oh guys, the twin blades. Oh, the twin blade is a good time. Where is it? There. Twin blade is a great time. There's this one I don't think is the best twin blade. The best twin blade is probably called the red iron twin blade. So if you like the idea of that, I recommend checking it out. It's I actually can't remember where it's from off the top of my head, but it's a fun weapon. And this chest has a parrying dagger in it. So parrying daggers have a huge parry window in them. Much like a buckler, actually maybe even like more than a buckler. So if you're looking for, if you're like mainly for PvP, I guess, for parrying dagger school, I wouldn't bother with a Pharos Lockstone in here, even if you do have one. I don't even have one. It just lights up this room. It's not worth it. Okay, so we've got a ladder and we have this room on the left here. Left? Yeah, left. So firstly in this room here, we've got another chest. Oh, I think this is an Estus shard. I think this is an Estus shard. Is she correct? Probably not. Oh, wilted dusk herb. Okay, so not even that exciting. And we have an elevator here. You walk into the cage and it'll take you upwards. But the ladder, just before we go in the elevator, the ladder takes you to another area where you can see this all sort of connecting up. God, I'm just being really cautious because I don't know how much they've changed in Scholar of the First Sin. I don't know if there's like stuff. No, we're good. So you can see if you like look over the edge here, I'll see if I can like, I don't want to drop down. You can drop down. There's the guy guarding the, look, bonfire, Blacksmith McDuff. Although if you couldn't blow up that wall, like I said, you have the Bastille Key now, so you can just go down there and open that. I recommend doing that actually at this point. You can just warp back to the Ruined Sentinel's bonfire and just get back here. I mean, yeah, this is another little like thing tying up the zone, which I think is really cool. So that's there. Once again, that was up the ladder. That was up the ladder. Did we go? Did we do the? I don't think we did. Just quickly to show you over here. We didn't do the ladder up here. Oh, and we didn't do the well either. Okay, so this over here. Large soul and a green blossom. Worth picking up. Sorry, I should have done that. Should have done that sooner. And over here, because we might die. I like die all the time trying to get this. Do I even bother with the shields? Heal up to full. I'm nervous. I might die. I'm not scared of dying. I'm scared of like wasting your time. So when we hit this rock, there will be a cage will rise out of the well, and the cage is going to have a lot of hollows in it. I actually think it has less now than it used to, so it shouldn't give us too much bother. They'll die in one hit of our maces, but if they are allowed to explode, they're going to stun lock us and it's going to be a bad time. So we're just going to try and be like vigilant. Hacking, we get the drop on them. Oh yeah, there's definitely way less now than there used to be. So we get the drop on them. Yeah, one hit each. Nice, sir. I'm sure there used to be like 6 or 7 came out and it's just a panic time. This corpse has an armor set on it that I think is actually a really cool armor set. So let's get changed. The Wanderer set. So if you started as the Wanderer, you would start with this set. I just think it's one of those like Dark Souls 2 sets. Like I look at this armor and I think Dark Souls 2, you know? It's got the fluffy neck and the hood and stuff. I like it. So let's wear this for a while. But that is this area. We explained how that connects up, and then that's that, and that's that. So now, yes. So back up the ladder. Sorry. Back up the ladder. You probably think I'm silly being so nervous about that well, but please believe me, it used to be such a nightmare. There was like 7 of them. It was scary. Yeah, don't light that up. Okay, back here to the room on the left, and we have this cell here. So this is how you essentially skip the Ruined Sentinels, because I'll show you where this goes. And then we will warp back to the bonfire. Ah, there's a shiny there. Oh, honestly, guys, it's not worth it. It's like a life gem or something. It's not worth it. It's like it's so easy to die here. This guy has a Skeptic Spice. These are really cool. These were only in Dark Souls 2. I feel like it's a PvP thing for like so when you PvP, there's like a level that you get to in PvP. It's 10, like, so it's like 125, I think, for Dark Souls 1. And you don't want to go much above that level because you want to be at a level where you're able to matchmake with people. If you're too high level, you can't like find someone for a worthy duel. So they added these Skeptic Spice and the other one's like Sorcerer's Spice or something like that to Dark Souls 2. They lower the faith requirement and sorcery and intelligence requirement for a spell by 1, which I think is really interesting because it means that you can have a lower level character that is essentially able to access super high level spells at a lower character level. Like if you're not investing like 50 intelligence and instead you're wanting to be more of a spell sword, you maybe will struggle to get 50 intelligence for a PvP build. So yeah, these spices were really cool. You're probably not really going to use them in PvE because you can just level up. In PvE, you're when you lower the requirement for a spell, you also lower the spell's effectiveness. So in my opinion, it's purely a PvP thing if you're looking to cap level. If we open this door here, be vigilant. because as you can hear the clinking chains, whenever you hear clinking chains like that, like listen, listen. You hear them? Just be on your guard whenever you hear that. So we're just going to poke our head out, see where they are, get the drop on them, hit them first. Hit them first. So straight to that guy over there, straight to this guy over here. Sometimes there are some in cages. There's one there, and we're just going to make sure... Ah, ha, ha, ha! Yeah, make sure there's none. So one in the middle and then one on the left in the cages. Make sure you get all of those. Okay, so yeah, if you surprise them, you'll be fine. This guy dropped an alluring skull. Oh, that's a hint! That is a hint, because if you're struggling with these guys, they go for alluring skulls, so it can give you some time to orient yourself. This area up here, I think we're just gonna we'll pull the lever because we may as well. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you how you would get here if you did not drop down on the roof. Okay, remember when we dropped down and I was gushing about the Bastille Key? Yeah. But first we're gonna go up here and to where you can hear more chains. We're just gonna peek up here and oh my god, nightmare room. Nightmare room. So you see the ones that are glowing. Not all of them are glowing, but when they're glowing, they do petrification. So if you allow them to explode in front of you, you're gonna build up petrify, and if that bar gets to full, petrify kills you instantly. So it's like curse in Dark Souls 1. So you can use an alluring skull. You can pull them one by one with a throwing knife. I think we have enough. I think we have the element of surprise. So I think I'm just gonna wade in here and just make sure we go from 1 to 1. Oh no, I didn't actually want a backstab there. Oh wow, the others just don't give a heck. They just don't care. They must have like really low aggro range or something. Like I'm sure that was a lot harder in the vanilla version. Anyway, there we go. That wasn't too bad. Just, yeah, 1 to 1. Do not waste time. Just go from 1 to 1. So this lovely petrified fellow is Straid. So I ummed and ahed, as we'd say in Scotland, that ummed and ahed, about whether to free him or to free a different NPC, but for the purposes of just having this as a 100% walkthrough, we will get another branch of yore shortly, so we're going to free him. So if you examine him, freeing a branch of yore, we do have one, so use that. Hopefully you have one too if you've been following this walkthrough. He's kind of rude, so don't be upset. He's rude to everyone, it's not just you. And he steps out of the way to allow you to light the bonfire. So we're just going to light it. We're not going to rest at it, because if we rest at it, all the enemies will respawn. And I don't know if you can, I think you can rest and then you can chat to him without them all activating, but I can't be bothered risking it. So yeah, this is Straid.
Still a bit stiff, I'm afraid. I must thank you, young traveler. I am Straid, a wandering sorcerer of sorts. I've been a guest for a very long time, but I don't think that anybody will miss me.
I'd miss you. I've just met you, and this is crazy.
Very good. Very good indeed. Cursed one, weak you may be, but I, Straid, will teach you my spells.
Feeble cursed one. Yeah, he's good. He's cool. He's cool. So a couple things with this guy. Learn gesture. Mock. That just is his personality, I guess. Buy item. He sells mainly he's a sorcerer, mainly. So magic sorcery and dark sorcery. He'll sell you the Ring of Knowledge for a whopping 28,000 souls. Increases your intelligence by 5, if I'm not mistaken. Good if you are going down the intelligence route. Good, but expensive. Lingering Dragon Crest Ring extends the length of spell effect if you're using a magic weapon or like Sunlight Blade or stuff like that. Makes it last longer. Very, very good. We will be getting this later on in the playthrough. A Gape Ring. Now this is new with Scholar of the First Sin, so if you're playing vanilla you won't see this. If you're playing vanilla, this is not the walkthrough for you though, because so many things have changed. So you're gonna have to, you're gonna be very confused. But yeah, this is new. Absorb souls in place of the wearer. So this is, you might think like, why would I want this? It's to do, again, it's a PvP thing. Because soul memory is a thing in this game. So sometimes you want to cap your soul memory to hit a certain PvP level. There's reasons for this. It's PvP. Go back over here. He sells Rouge Water, restores HP and spell uses. So Rouge Water is just an upgraded version of the herbs, basically, because it also heals you. He only sells 3, and they're 3,000. He also, here we go. Here's his spells. So, Homing Soul Arrow, Strong Magic Shield, Cast Light, Resplendent Life. We get Resplendent Life, actually, eventually. I'm a long way off 25 Faith, so we'll get that eventually. Unveil. That reveals more messages. Oh, it reveals the location of the nearest enemy. Lingering Flame and Flame Swathe. I really like Flame Swathe. Pyromancy is quite underwhelming in Dark Souls 2, but Flame Swathe is a good time. Dark Orb. Oh, I love hexes. I love hexes so much. Dark Orb. Quick Cast. Big damage. Quick Cast, big damage. Hexes scale from the lower of the 2 of your intelligence and faith. So if you're wanting to use hexes, I recommend getting 30 intelligence and 30 faith at least to use those. Dark Hail, not as good as Dark Bead in Dark Souls 1. Dark Fog, I think that's Poison. Yep, Poison. And Affinity, which is Pursuers. Is it Pursuers? Creates a dark mass which seems to pursue. Oh no, it's Homing Soul Mass, but spooky humanity. Perhaps of hate, perhaps of love. So you can see some hexes like Catalyst Staff. Staffs. These are all staffs. Staves. Hexes. Sorceries will always be a staff. Miracles will always be a chime. But hexes can be staff or chime. Got it? So that's just the ones that he sells, but more importantly, he trades. Now, trades is trading boss souls for weapons and spells. So we've got some weapons and we've got some spells. At the minute, the only spell we have is Heavy Homing Soul Arrow from the Ruined Sentinel Soul. There's always going to be 2 things that you can trade a soul for. There is Straid. There's also, later on in the playthrough, another blacksmith, another NPC that trades in boss souls. So if you're unsure, if there's something that you go, ha, yes, amazing, I need it, then get it. But if you're not sure, I'd say hold off until you know all of your options. But a couple of my favorites are Pursuer's Ultra Greatsword. For a big strength build. Two-handed, you're not going to be using a shield with this. You're just going to be using this as a shield. I like that. I've never used the warp sword. It looks like it's a dex-based greatsword. Yeah. Arced sword again. So Flexile Sentry, you can make the warped sword or the arced sword. Both are. Oh no, this is a dex weapon. Arced sword is a quality weapon. So yeah, I've never used it. Giant Stone Axe. 45 strength with only a D scaling? That's not very good. Guys, that's not very good. Barbed Club. Oh, again! Wait, Flexile can make 3 things. Oh, Barbed Club again, that's a quality weapon. But it does massive, like, strike, I guess. Does that have bleeds? I want to say that has bleeds. Possibly. Doesn't say. Dragon Rider's Halberd. I never used it. It just seems a bit underwhelming. Low stat requirements for a quality weapon, I suppose. Dragon Rider Twin Blade. Ooh, I love a Twin Blade. Intelligence scaling. So perhaps an idea for a spell sword, but a spell sword that's way more leaning towards the melee like side of things, but you have a couple spells to like support you. That could work for that. Dragon Rider Bow, big fan. Big fan if you are a strength build. You wouldn't use Dragon Rider Bow because it's a great bow if you were a dex build. Pursuer's Great Shield, meh. Huge stability, but then you have the blue Sentinel Shield, whatever it was called, that had, you know, the same stats for free. Dragon Rider Great Shield, for some reason I just really like the Dragon Rider Great Shield. I know I was slagging off the Pursuer Great Shield, but like I really like the Dragon Rider. I just think it's very pretty. It's actually not that like overwhelmingly good. I just think it's like, I like that it's like, I like the teardrop. It looks cool. Yeah, and like I said, there will be, the more bosses we kill, the more things there will be available to buy, and there's always multiple things as well. I don't think talking to him really gets you anything. He doesn't move, but as with whenever you meet an NPC, just get in the habit of,
It is all, and it is your.
it is my cursed flesh. I just get in the habit of like exhausting dialogue just whenever you meet someone.
Feeble, cursed one. Let's hope the man.
So he's pissed because I didn't buy anything from him. But yeah, so that's Straid. So now you know where he is, and we have the bonfire that we can travel back to him whenever we want. So, hey, okay. So now we're gonna go the other way, just like we did with the start of Lost Bastille. I'm gonna show you how it all connects up, and then I will show you why it's worth going the way that we went. Please just trust me. Go the way that we went. I know it's a little scary, but it was, you know, it's not that it's scary, it's just that it's out of the way. You have to go out of your way to go down the rooftop, down that area, rather than just, then you have to come all the way back here and you have to do it all again. I get it, it's out of the way, but it's great to see how it all connects up, in my opinion. Okay, so before we went outside and down the rooftop that way. This time we're going to go up the stairs, and this is how we connect it all together. So this room, we will do we hear clinky chains? Clinky chains? Yeah, clinky chains. So be on your guard. We're using the barrels to... Oh my bum hole. Holy buzz. That scared me. Okay, yeah, right. So yeah, caution. Caution, we just like stuck around near these barrels and those barrels exploded. Love it. That's probably not going to one-shot you unless you're on low health, so just in this area, just please never be on low health. Don't give up, skeleton! Round the corner here, we have a lever we can pull. Now, after we pull this, this first gate will open and then the second gate will open after a few seconds, just enough for you to turn around the corner and see what awaits you. Hey, 3 of these nerds. I think if you have a... That never used to do that. I think if you have a spear, you can... Oh, I missed. Oh, God. Probably should have targeted. I think if you have a spear, you could probably kill that guy, but I do as I say, not as I do. Do not just stand there. Just activate him and then run away, maybe. That's definitely new with Scholar. Okay, we got a guy up ahead in the chest. There is... Oh! Never mind. We had a guy up ahead in the chest. We're just gonna see. We're gonna poke our head out, see what we can see. There is a... Is there not a royal swordsman in here? There's definitely one in the middle there. Let's just climb up here. There's one there looking down on us. Okay, so we're kind of safe up here because they can't climb ladders. So we got one up there. We got one definitely in the middle. And I thought there was a royal guy here. So get him down. I think there's only the one. Yeah, there's only the one. Easy peasy. Oh yeah, and we do have the alluring skulls, I suppose. Like, if you get into a pinch. Hi! What do we do first of all? We go up the stairs first of all. Because this is just to show you. Oh my god, we're back here. Ah, so yeah, that was a much quicker way of getting here, yes, but it all connects up and we got nice things by going the other way. In here, this is literally just a little like bit for you to run into thinking there's something there and then get stuck and die. I don't think it's an illusory wall. No, because the illusory wall's over here. It's over here, through here. So you go, oh no, this is another dead end, but it's actually not. If you press A on this wall, it opens up. And then you go through and you find a shiny and you think, oh great, I got a shiny, I got green blossoms. But if you press A on this wall, right here, there's another one. Aww. And then we go up here. Now, be prepared as you go through here that there's another pursuer boss fight. On this tiny, avoid that crack there. This is gonna be, yeah, the toughest one that we've done yet, because He's in a very small area now, so we're just gonna circle around him, let him do his charge. Being a little bit more aggressive now, because we kind of need to get him down as quick as possible. Oh, we got the stagger! Nice! So, taking advantage of that. Yeah, I would say, yeah, definitely with this one, be a little bit more aggressive because the certainty of just rolling off the edge is high. So, he's down again. The Pursuer boss actually pursues you. Is it just me that thinks that's, like, awesome? Okay, yeah, careful here. We've got shiny here. Bracing Knuckle Ring! Oh, nice! Oh, good. That's going to be good later on. Through here, don't drop down, but you can see that this is the area where the two like gates opened. So that's a way to get back there, but we're not going down there. We're going to go over here. If you're feeling brave, there's an item we can jump across to. Jumping in this game obviously is different from Dark Souls 1. It's hold B and then L3. It's a flame butterfly and 3 torches, so not that like incredible. Probably not really worth the risk. A flame butterfly is good to have, but you don't need like loads of them. I've got 7. Probably didn't need that, but there you go. But yeah, worth picking that up. Okay, so that's where that goes. That was, once again, that was the illusory wall through here. And I think that's us pretty much covered the Lost Bastille. That's the area where the elevator took us up. So it all connects, all nice and connected and stuff. And up here we have this one guy here. There's one in the middle. One at the left. Get this guy first. And then this guy here. This door is where we came from the elevator, and then up there is where Straid was. Okay? So, here's how we proceed. And this is how we leave the Lost Bastille, because the area up ahead is called Sinner's Rise. So, we've got 1, I thought there used to be 2, crossbowmen up on the battlements up there, and a pyromancer with a halberd down there. But we're gonna go over here first of all and just take care of this guy who is gonna sneak up behind us. Grab 8 life gems. That's nice, actually. That's a lot of life gems just lying around. Yeah, grab that guy. We're going to, oh, we've got exploding barrels. So I think what we're gonna do, oh god. Yeah, so he's firing fire arrows, and then this guy obviously is going to shoot pyromancy. So we're going to want to be as close to the fog wall as possible, where the archer is less likely to be able to hit us. And definitely we're far away from those exploding barrels. So take that guy down, go through the mist. Careful of the flippin' hole. Don't go down there yet. We'll go down there after. Up here, keep to the right, turn right up the ladder. You can hear the archer is, oh, wait, what? Did he... Oh, you see the gargoyles again! Gargoyles being like, hey, you're not gonna fight us? Notice me! I love that. They just, like, scare the crap out of you, man. We'll fight them later. So, bonfire up here, very important. Please do not miss this bonfire. Please. And that was the archer. I couldn't see him a second ago. He must have like dropped down and then like came back round. If we go around here, oh no, it's around there, around there. Round there. Here we go. We got a little shiny here. Can I game? Large soul. Oh, very good. The more like hard souls you can pick up, the better, because like souls on your person, like my 26k, they're expendable. You kind of just have to like just accept that you're probably going to lose them at some point. So the more that we can pick up just off the ground for later when we do need them, the better. So, yeah. Right, this area is Sinner's Rise, the Salt Fort. So you can see here, Lost Bastille, Sinner's Rise. So this is a new area and therefore a new part of the walkthrough. So that's us done. Let's head back to Majula. Because warping is available from the very start of the game, and you can only level up at Majula at the Emerald Herald, I just recommend like just always get in the habit of going back and just checking to see if there's anything you can upgrade. I don't think we picked up any large Titanite shards, but let's just have a wee look. Reinforce. No, we didn't. Okay, that's fine. Waste my time. Drop any Essus shards you might have. or bone dust, and just get in the habit of doing all that. So we're going for 24. I'm like 100 souls away from 25. We're going for 25 dex because I'm planning on using a spear. You can use whatever weapon you want, but if you're following me, I'm gonna pop one of these Soul of the Lost Undead, which is 200. The Fading Soul would have only given me 50, so
There. Let's
level up. One more point in dex. No, dex. So we have 25, which is enough to use the Hade Spear. We will get this spear from the next area, and therefore the next part of the walkthrough is going to be Sinner's Rise. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the walkthrough. If you are, you can leave it a like, and if you want to see the next part first, you can subscribe. Also, I'm playing through a lot of Dark Souls 1, like doing a lot of tips videos for that, so if you're interested in that, do check out my other videos, and I'll see you in those.